After the brief pause, welcome back to the NFL on EA Sports. We're set to resume play in the third. Kickoff upcoming. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Herbert on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Samuel comes in motion left. On the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Number 86, Zach Ertz. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's going to run for it. Free again! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually not a loss to little ground, but they do gain possession of the football. Oh, man. Yet again, Brock, an inability to hang on to the football. I'm just going to guess might be working a little harder on ball security next week. 3rd straight series, they put it on the turf.
Yeah, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Any day that ends in Y, you're probably going to do it because this is incredibly frustrating to not hold on to the football. It's left them searching for answers, and I'm not sure anybody has right now.
Brought in inside the 20. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yellow. Arsenal 80.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
He's going to keep it this time. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Daniels on 1st down. Oh, he's keeping it again. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Motioning him from the slot right. Going on 1st down. Daniels hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Daniels. He loses it again. And the Chiefs pick it up. And they're going to take over midfield thanks to that fumble.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So it's 2nd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Yellow, yellow.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs are running them out of the building. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Peyton Manning has some well-earned company now in the record books. He's tied the single-season mark for passing touchdowns. That was number 55 on the season. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Chiefs 91. Commanders 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came on, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Recovered by the offense.
Third and long for Daniels. He loses it again. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
You know what separates good defenses from great?
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So a nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Collects this at the 35. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that was all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
And that makes him the latest man to raise the bar for passing touchdowns in a season. Once held by Peyton Manning at 55, he's now the scoring king of quarterbacks with his 56th touchdown strike of the year. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
To throw, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
It's a gain of 6.
Daniels keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
And the Washington 1st down.
Daniels. Wow, it's free again! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout.
What's it all about when it rains, of course? Well, it's going that way offensively. A poor ball security day, and this defense is making them pay.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead.
Harrison Butker.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
In these moments, I think of golfers right in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Commanders trying to do some window dressing. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete the left side to Samuel. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, Daniels to the air. Able to find Ertz. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 3 now. Daniels is going to throw again. In by Lane. And he stopped cold at the spot. We won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
4 yards.
From the gun, here's Herbert. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms, and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays. It all keeps adding up.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver probably. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. They run it again with Cook. He'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 19 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Moore, the man in motion. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out. On the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And Mahomes will do it himself. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I think I'm being generous with that number.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. First and goal at the 1. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And Mahomes will do it himself, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker. It's on target, and it's now 14-0.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And the Bills first down. 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push.
Allen, he lost the football. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Mahomes will do it himself. That's some strong running. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Mahomes going to throw. Escapes the sack. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he put.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 61 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here come the Bills. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. In our stat pack every week, there's 2 columns for fumbles. FF for forced fumble, FR for fumble recovered. He's got the FR going. He recovered 2 last week and another one now.
And I know the FF guy, the guy who forced the fumble, is going to get major kudos for knocking the ball free. But it doesn't really matter if you don't have the FR guy coming in, swooping in, and getting the ball. That means he's around the football, able to make a play.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond it.
And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Allen going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And there's Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been incredible all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he just recently eclipsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Mahomes now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this 1st half. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Completes to Shakir once again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
He was tackled at the 46-yard
From the
line.
46, here's the 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Moore, the man in motion. 4. Throwing now is Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Allen now looks to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
To kick off for Buffalo.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The visit to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And this is incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm the quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes will do it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a round is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And got his man complete. Still on his feet. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you all had a happy Halloween. Some of the celebrations still going on as we've reached the first weekend of November, and that's just fine. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on Indianapolis. And the former rushing champ has still got it, Jonathan Taylor. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Jordan Love hooking up with his 15 yards for the touchdown. The Packers get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Antonio Gibson. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Pats close out the first half of the season with a victory as they move to 6-3 on the year. One final look at the rest of the scores from week number 9 with Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa Bay all on the midseason bye. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On the move past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got it. And over the middle, Worthy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off play action. Allen. It's caught by Coleman. A gain of 5. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Now Allen throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down. First
Motion
and 10
man
at
is
the
Shakir.
32-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
First down.
Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial